I'm so excited about Amma Awaken. It is the course that I've been working on for years and years, putting together behavioral science, creating change, habit change, which I believe is one of the most difficult things for humans to do, as well as spiritual awakening, which I think is it's a really important thing to do, and it's not religious at all, and it's more about your energy and managing your personal energy and realizing that you do have a spirit body, you do have an energy system that is invisible. We look at really emptying out the vessel is the first week of the training, and opening up to a greater potential than what the limited mind or the ego can see. And often we do sort of default back to habit, to ego. And that's the opposite of being really tuned into your energy and having good energy, where you know when you're in the flow, and other people know when you're in the flow. You respond well to stress, your problem solving abilities go up. And we're going to learn all these different meditations and techniques to manage your personal energy with some accountability and a system and a program to figure out how you best work. This isn't just more learning. The program is about unlearning and really discovering one's self. I love it. I just love it. So I'll teach you the Amma system to make this happen. And then architecting your identity is really about exploring your limiting beliefs, knowing yourself from that bigger vantage point, not the small, I like this and I don't like that kind of reality, which is limiting and ego based, right? Versus your oneness with the universe. Like, we actually are one with the universe. You can't really escape the universe. We're one with everything in one essence, and there is a vastness to our potential that we don't know. Nobody knows completely, right? And we know that we're in a quantum universe now, and we're going to discuss that and what that means for your growth. I really like the interplay of building a self-reflective energy management spiritual practice that brings into play all of these pieces, like your mindset and being able to manage your mood and work with changing. Right? I think it's one of the most beautifully intelligent things to do, to be able to change. So biohacking behavior is really fascinating. This is something that I've designed. You've heard of delaying gratification. We dig into that. That's one of the strongest indicators of success. And you can think about it when you fold that into your daily practice. And then the stage is yours is exciting. Many people know that I've done a lot of public presenting, public speaking, and the stage is yours, right? The stage is always yours, but we oftentimes wait and delay. And this training is going to get into the nuts and bolts of taking those risks. And then embodiment techniques, again, part of my training with when I did some theater, vocal training, and my yoga training. I've always been really involved in arts and healing arts as well. So I'm going to teach some really cool techniques that you can use to build your presence in magnetism. And then the final week, 8 weeks, is self-love as an ongoing practice for the rest of your life. Because here we are in modern society, one of the most prolific and devastating things that a lot of us share is that we're constantly critiquing ourselves. I wanted to give that piece as well. And then how do you bring all of it to the world? And who are you when you're stepping out there, right? I think of healing and spiritual practice as very much commingled. Mind, body, spirit. It's really important to look at the mind, because you can do all the spiritual work and all the physical work. You can go for a 5-10 mile run every morning, but if your energy is horrible and or your mindset is really tarnished, what happens is you just the good work you're doing gets forfeited. So we want to be able to understand and have a level of mastery in all three: mind, body, and spirit. And Harvard talks about mind body medicine. Functional medicine looks at the whole, holistically at the whole person. but they both are missing spirit. They're missing the idea that that most of the universe is invisible, and our energy is extremely important. And this is what you'll find in more quantum medicine and conscious-based medicine, which is one of the modalities that I'm trained in. Without that piece, if that's where your issue lies, or where sort of the dent in the car is, then you need an expert in that space, right? To help, or you just need to focus there and really move past what's holding you back. Yeah, so a lot of the class is about surrendering so that you can up level. You have to let something go to gain something. Isn't it that way in life too, right? So yeah, it's going to be a really fun class, and I hope to see you there.